Now, in your opinion, is a business, can an Alexa skill or a Google Home action or whatever, and maybe you can help our listeners understand the difference. Can that be a business, or right now is it an extension of or integrated into a pre-existing product or service-based business? What's your take on that?
I would say, I hate giving this answer, it depends, but it really does, because that's like asking me in 95, could I make a business on the web, right? And my answer would be, well, what are you selling? Because, right, even Jeff said, I started with books because that's what people were willing to buy through the internet, right? And so what's your customer base like? We certainly have APIs for it. And let me give you some interesting scenarios. And so one, you can use your existing retail system. So we have something called account linking. So that's like how Domino's works, right? Is that I already have a Domino's account. I'm already logged in. I just say it and they're charging through their own system, right? Another way is Amazon Pay integration. So if you've ever done Amazon Pay, and you see that with small businesses selling things online, a customer logs in with their Amazon account and they see the Amazon login screen and all of that. So you can do that, and then everything's already set up through Amazon, all of the payments and things like that. What's interesting about that is meeting your customer in the moment is super important there. So like, let's say I have a podcast and we're talking about running shoes, and I could on my podcast say, would you like to buy these running shoes right now for 50% off on Amazon? And what do I have to do as a customer? I just have to say yes. Yeah. Right. And it's already linked up. It's super fast. I mean, you could do things that way. There's the whole model. The mobile model is kind of crossed over into Alexa too, that whole 70-30 split. So there is some of that, like if you're going to do an in-skill purchase, which people are used to. Mm-hmm. So like if you have a game and you want to do power-ups, Jeopardy does this so you can get more turns. That type of stuff's available as well. But I think for most people, especially a small business, it's about knowing your customer. Like, let me give you an example of this, because if, let's say you're a type of small business where your clientele happens to be an age that skews higher. And so maybe in the past that you weren't able to fulfill a lot of web or mobile orders just because of the tech barrier. So you wind up having to support all of these calls. And maybe you have a huge volume of calls and it's this huge cost center for your business, when in fact, if they could just talk to you and order stuff, that would completely solve it, right? So that in that scenario, that's a moneymaker right there for that type of business as well, right?